What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. So I was really pissed off last week. I said, how are you gonna do me like that? And why raise my hope and the hopes of thousands of people only to throw water in our face? Can you imagine that a whole military spokesperson would announce to the media that some of the kidnapped Chibok girls had been released? I was dancing, calling everybody that I know the battle has been won. The girls have been fun. Only for the guy to come back and say it was a mistake, that no girl had been released. I said, Che, how do you make that kind of mistake? How do you make that? In a more civilized country, somebody would have been fired by now. Yeah, people. But I like to give kudos to the Nigerian military. In the last 2 weeks, they've been doing a good job of going after Boko Haram. Did you guys notice? I'm impressed. They killed the imposter of Abubakar Shekau, that guy that has been posting videos on YouTube. They've also killed hundreds of their members and arrested several of them. See, didn't I tell you? I told you that the Nigerian army can take down Boko Haram anytime, any day, whenever they are ready. My only problem is I don't know why they waited till now. Why didn't you step up your game like this since 2009? Why wait for 13,000 people to die before? But if they keep it up like this, they will soon wipe out Boko Haram. I hope they do. I hope they keep it up. Anyways, you guys remember that $9.3 million that was smuggled into South Africa by the Nigerian government, the one that I talked about last week? Since the issue of that money came up, come and see drama inside the House of Rep. The APC lawmakers want the government to explain how those people got the money and if it was taken out of Nigeria with due process, as well as why South Africa was not notified. And if the money was meant for arms, like the federal government had been claiming. They're saying, why were there no officials of the State Security Department in the plane? Those ones are asking some tough questions that the federal government has refused to answer. Guess what the federal government did? They went and paid off all the PDP lawmakers $20,000 cash, so that those ones would sweep the case under the carpet. Bribery, that's what they call it? Okay. Anyway, so when the APC lawmakers brought up the motion for the government to answer these questions, the PDP lawmakers said, you know what, we will not debate this.
We will not debate this, so I just put the question. If the motion is carried, we'll refer to the appropriate committees. My dear colleagues, those in favor of this motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. Then let's have it.
With the nays of the PDP members having it, the APC members walked out of the plenary.
Hey, you see, do you know who was talking? No, it was not the speaker that was talking. It was money. What money will do in Nigeria? Che! Instead of getting the federal government to answer these key questions, they pocketed $20,000 and decided to shut their mouth and also prevent others from asking questions. There is God, though. Hey, speaking of drama, nothing messed me up this week like the drama in Ekiti State. I'm sure you all remember that criminal who was newly elected. I'm so sorry. Just because someone stole 416 million naira doesn't mean that they are criminal as far as the Nigerian dictionary is concerned. In fact, we actually celebrate people like that. So as I was saying, the newly elected governor of Ekiti State, that is Mr. Ayo Fayose, that was giving out bags of rice and kegs of kerosene. Remember now? Yes, that man. Yeah, he was taken to court because some people are saying that he wasn't qualified to run for governorship because he has a corruption case still pending in court. So they took him to court because of that. Only for me to read in the paper that Fayose slapped the judge. Hey, Fayose slapped. And then after that, his thugs jumped on the judge and gave him a proper beating. They gave him they beat this man. They beat him until the man landed in the hospital. You see why sometimes these people make me ashamed of being a Nigerian? Where do you hear of such a thing that a newly elected governor will beat up a judge, a sitting judge right inside the court during a proceeding? How come the police waited for the man to be beaten up before they started shooting tear gas, doing shakara as if they are in control? I'm like, really? My Ekiti people, it looks like your bag of rice has finished its work. And that keg of kerosene, when was it again? He gave it to them in June or something, right? June, July, August, September, 3 months. Your bag of rice really tried though. You see what you voted for? 3 months of bag of rice. Now you are seeing the reality. When we were shouting that this man is a thug, the presidency said that. By that I mean Dr. Doyo Kupe.
The truth of the matter is that, once God has a hand in something, then half of the battle or 3/4 of the battle is won. The day he came to me, my guys told me later, about a week later, that he was on a 7 days fast. He's a broken man. He's a man that has gone through the wilderness experience.
this experience. Hey, I guess he's out of the wilderness. I mean, no, so the man was fasting. Now wait till he talk. I beg, leave that one on Jare. You know that they are yet to inaugurate this man, and he's already treating a judge like this. By the way, I learned that one of his own guys, one of the governor's allies, Omolafe Aderiye, was shot dead that very night. I said, what is going on now? Ekiti, what is going on? I didn't know that was only the beginning until I saw pictures the very next day. I saw that some thugs went to burn down the campaign office of the outgoing Governor Fayemi, as well as the secretariat of the APC. Just imagine that. I said, Kai, hey, Ekiti people, hey, you see, it looks like you guys would need some serious luck for the next 4 years. I wish you good luck. And speaking of good luck, our president, Dr. Ebele Jonathan, was here in New York for the UN summit, of course, with more than 100 delegates as usual. He gave his normal speech that the world has to come to our rescue to help us to fight terrorism. And not only that, they launched his biography here in America. In case you've not heard, there is a new book out there. It's the biography of Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. I can see your excitement. I know that many of you are probably itching to read the biography. You're not alone. I also cannot wait to read the book. Please don't laugh. So yes, they launched his biography here in New York, but that was not the news. He didn't show up for the launching, but even that was not the news. The actual news is hearing that some people were fighting outside the venue of the launching. They were fighting over the $50 that they were promised. You know, they promised them $50 each so that they would sing Mr. President's praise. When I heard that, I said, Kai, for those of you who took $20 in Washington, D.C., when Mr. President came last month, see your life. Your mates are collecting $50 in New York City. You are so cheapo. They said the New York police had to come and arrest some of them before there was peace. Anyway, Mr. President has now been endorsed by so many people. I've been seeing all kinds of endorsements, including the Witches and Wizards Association of Nigeria. I'm not kidding. Those ones announced that any other candidate that runs against Mr. Jonathan, he's just wasting his time. In fact, they advised them not to run. They said no force in the universe can change it. It has been decided that Goodluck will be our president again for the next 4 years till 2019. My people, you are stuck. I said, my friend, when witches start to endorse you, there's a problem. By the way, since these witches are so powerful, how come they can't use their power to change Nigeria from being a third world country to becoming an advanced country? Why? My people, don't be afraid to cast your vote, Jare. Don't let the witches scare you. But it's not just the witches that are endorsing Mr. President. There's a youth couple that sent his own endorsement and included 10,000 naira in the envelope for Mr. President's campaign expenses. Ezemagu Sunday Nnamdi. Can you imagine? Youth copper, how much are they paying them? My dear, you know, everybody is impressed by what you did, and you know, it's a great thing that you endorsed the president all by yourself in your name, and you even included 10,000 naira. It's very impressive. But you know, I wish you talked to some people before you took that step, because there are actually some people that could really use that 10,000 naira that you sent. I mean, Mr. President has just maybe 10 private jets. I'm not sure if he really needs your 10,000 naira. It's very good, but you know, there's this lady that has breast cancer. I wish you let me know. I would have given you her bank account. There are so many people that could actually use that 10,000. I'm just putting this out there just in case you are still endorsing people. You get what I'm saying? Yes. And I was shocked that the president collected it. I said, hey, you know the shame.
Oshale will be back to Lagos for campaign. When you are in Lagos, you are almost in Nigeria.
My dear, what is this? What is the... Take the thing down, Jare. Did I even mention anything about that kid? Take the thing down, Joe. Sorry, Jare, my people. I am so sorry. That Mr. President, you know, addressing people in Lagos. He said that when you are in Lagos, you are almost in Nigeria. Please don't mind calling the word. Mr. President was trying to say that when you're in Lagos, you can really feel the whole of Nigeria. You know, all of Nigeria is well represented in Lagos. You get what I'm saying? Anybody can make a mistake now.
When you are in Lagos, you're almost in Nigeria.
Why are you playing it again? They had me. Anybody can make a mistake. Even you with your big mouth, you can make a mistake. Mind yourself. I'm so sorry, Mr. President. Just in case you are watching, it's not me, it's Kolido. You know I don't know anything. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real.